Alright, this is the startup and shutdown procedure for the projection system, the media computer here in the main sanctuary at Grace. We're sitting here in the booth behind the 3 monitors for the system here. The first 2 monitors are for the projection system. The 3rd monitor is for the lighting system, which we'll come back and do another video on later. The first thing you're going to want to do is come to the media computer, this Macintosh computer with a media CPU sticker on it. On the back right corner is your power button. Go ahead and flip that on, and then while that's booting up, come over here to the data video switcher next to you. On the upper left hand corner, you see I got a little piece of tape there showing you where the power button is. It's on the back side here. Just reach around the back, feel for it there, flip that switch up, and it will start to light up as well. Good. Now while they're doing that, you'll notice over here I've got 2 remote controls. The first one, this Sony, is for the confidence monitor on the back wall here. So if I turn and I look at the TV up there, that's what the Sony remote is for. And if you're doing projection on a Sunday morning, you're going to want to turn that on. So just power that guy up with the remote. It'll power up there. And then the other remote you have here, the little Panasonic remote, is for your projectors. Now you notice this remote's a little different. It has a separate on and off switch on those red power buttons there. Going to use obviously the on switch there. Now I've already powered up our projectors to save us some time here this morning, but just hold your remote at the left projector, hit power there, walk to the other side of the booth to where you can get an angle on the right hand projector and power that one up. So for time, I've already powered those up, and now you'll notice that our system is powered up to the login screen. Come here to the login screen with the mouse here. I started to say the red mouse. They're both red. Kind of this Microsoft mouse on your left. Click on Grace Media. It's going to ask you for the password. The password is family11 with a capital F. Hit that and it's going to start to boot into the system now. Now while that's booting up, let me tell you just a little bit. Actually, that's booted up pretty fast. So let me show you this. On a Sunday morning, as you know, we use ProPresenter. Down here on the dock, you'll see the ProPresenter icon right there. Go ahead and click on that. Now, while that's booting up, I will tell you that ProPresenter does take almost 2 minutes to boot up into its home screen as it's pulling in all of that media. So let it sit there and do its thing. Let it spin up. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Like I said, about 2 minutes. While that's doing that, let me talk a little bit over here about the data video switcher. Okay, here is where all of our video feeds come in from around the room. Right now, there's 2 things set up in the switcher. If you come down here and you look at the switcher, the top line there of 1, 2, 3, 4, that's our inputs, right? And another 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 inputs. The top line is program. The bottom line is preview. If you look at your screen, your program source is on the right, your preview source is on the bottom, then it shows you 1, 2, 3, and 4, the individual inputs. Right now, input 1 is set to our media computer, so if you're going to take your media computer straight to the screens, you want to pick that on your program. On Sunday mornings, however, we actually use the feed from the video booth on the screens. So on a Sunday morning, we would want this to be on 3, so we're actually taking the feed from the video booth. If you come back over to the ProPresenter screen now, you'll notice it's already booted up. I'm going to click on a logo here just so we can send a source from it. Okay, so there our logo has come up. If you come back over here now, you'll notice there's nothing on the screens because I'm currently set to the program to be on the video booth. If I switch back to number 1, which is our media computer, you'll notice now that the logo is on the screens. And your video system is up and running and ready for ProPresenter on a Sunday morning. Shutdown for the video system is actually a little bit easier. If you're familiar with a Macintosh computer, you know how to close a program. If you're not familiar with a Mac, it's a little different than a Windows. You actually come up to the name of the program you're running, in this case ProPresenter, click on it. It'll open a window. You're going to go all the way down to Quit ProPresenter. Okay. It'll then ask you if you want to do that. You'll hit OK. At that point, you're shutting down the ProPresenter software. If you just come up here and X out of it like you would on a Windows PC, that program will still be running in the background. So make sure you quit ProPresenter that way. When that's off, come back up to the upper left-hand corner, hit the little apple. Oh, I have lost my, there he is. Hit the little apple with your cursor, click on that, come down, and click Shut Down. I'll again ask you if you're sure you want to do that. Go ahead and hit Shutdown. At that point, the media computer is shutting down. Come back over to the data video switcher. Go back to that power button, flip it off. Okay. You don't need to shut down your monitors. They will power down automatically when they lose that video signal. It's going to go off there in a second. There you go. Grab your Sony remote, power down that back television. It's off. Good. Come back, grab your Panasonic remote. Remember I told you 2 separate power buttons, so one for on, one for off. This time we'll be using the button labeled standby. We're going to go up here, hit the left-hand projector, hit standby. A little dialog box comes up. I don't know if I can zoom in enough for you to see that. It'll ask you if you really want to shut down the computer. Press left to highlight OK, like that, and then the enter button, and that will shut down the projector there. I think I said computer earlier. I did mean the projector. Come to the left side of the booth to where you can get an angle on that right projector. Hit the standby button. Again, same menu. OK, off. Projectors are off. Everything in the video system is off. You notice the monitors have gone to sleep. And that's it. That is how you shut down the projection system in the Grace Church main sanctuary.